Hello everyone, it's me again, Steedoj here, and it seems like we constantly keep getting new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gameplay. I don't think it's ever gonna end, so guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that way you can stay up to date on all the new Sparking Zero, as I will be uploading everything new as it comes out. Check out the creators link in the description down below, and without further ado, let's get into all this fresh new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gameplay. Now the first thing we see is Super Saiyan Goku popping off of the angry Kamehameha with the ripped shirt against Frieza, and that is one of the many new things revealed to us in this awesome 10 minutes of gameplay footage. Using Solar Flare, and I'm assuming only early Z Goku, like Saint Saga Goku, would have access to Solar Flare because he kind of stops using it later down the line. But that's really unique to see that Solar Flare, maybe only if you're right next to the person, as a unique cinematic where it triggers and it shows it from even the enemy's POV, because keep in mind, we are seeing that from Vegeta's POV. In this new gameplay, we can also see Goku ironically hitting Boo with something he used on Janemba, basically the movie version of Boo. And I actually do like how they kept that in. However, I would like to know if when you use that on a giant character, because Fat Janemba is going to be in this game, if you use that on a giant character, does it change to be more movie accurate? Those are some things I want to know. Actually, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section about that. But I really do hope it actually changes against like giants like Hirudegan, Great Baby, Annie Laza, Cell Max, etc., you know. Okay, that's the intro for DBS Trunks versus DBS 17. Two characters who really should be friends. They never got to meet, huh? Yeah, 17 only was relevant in the Tournament of Power. And there's Super Saiyan Son Goku versus Frieza once again. I do believe that this is Frieza Dragon Ball Super still, because yeah, no, his animations are still the same. It's DBS Frieza, so he doesn't have like Death Beam or like the Z Saga version of like Nova Strike or any of his psychic attacks or the one finger Death Ball. And then here is more story. Oh, no. Straight back to 17 versus Trunks, okay. Yeah, Trunks and 17 never actually got to meet. That's kind of... Oh, wait, which clash is this? Is this a melee or a dash clash? That's very curious. Okay, I think that was a dash clash because they boost into each other here. And then we get to see that Trunks actually does use boost because he loses ki and guaranteed wins the exchange for it. Most likely because the AI doesn't actually have the ability to use the boost mechanic, as we see in a lot of other gameplay. So that's actually very interesting. We actually got to see what a true dash clash looks like. Now we got Goku spamming Vegeta. Oh yeah, here it is. So the angry Kamehameha of the appropriate Goku drip against Frieza too. Now he should technically be shirtless at the time of doing this, but I don't think Goku can be Super Saiyan and shirtless in this demo. I don't know, maybe they haven't finished how that model looks, because I have not seen him actually shirtless. And actual Tien versus Yamcha gameplay too. By the way, I like Tien's DBZ outfit so much. I'm not sure why we've only seen DBS Tien like gameplay. They should have just made the Z outfit available. I don't mess with the DBS drip at all. At least give him the Boo Saga drip. That goes really hard, you know. But yeah, here's Beerus flicking Goku. Man, I hope the costume... Oh, they're playing Broly Goku. Oh my god, that's so cool. But yeah, I'm thinking Tien will just be regular Tien. There's no super version of Tien, for example. A good example is that we have a Broly Super, like we're gonna have a Broly Z. Like that's just obvious. I wonder if the movie villains are still gonna get their own trailer. Also, that beam bended. Oh my god. I know beams bend in this game, but that was a bendy beam. Okay, so you can see here the beam actually bends down because Goku's further down. Then it actually goes slightly up a bit, and you can see it's got this weird snake-like curve throughout the entire length of it. That's insane. I know beams bend in this game, but I'm really glad to see how much they actually go after the opponent. That way you don't just get a lot of random misses like in Xenoverse. We got Broly spamming Vegeta's technique too. I do like how regular ki blasts in this game are actually genuinely like a threat though. And here's Broly's ultimate too, by the way. But regular ki blast in Sparking Zero are like actually genuinely like strong. Like in Tenkaichi, you would just use them to like move in on opponents while you were dashing forwards towards them. You would just shoot them out to see if you can like just carpet bomb them basically and open them up for either a super attack or like a combo. And in Xenoverse, you just fire them from across the entire map knowing they'll stun your opponent, which is really stupid. But oh, Hercule's ultimate. Again, Hercule's ultimate is always really weak when it's shown. Look how much damage it does in comparison to like everyone else's attack. I think even in Tenkaichi 3, Hercule's ultimate did real damage, but here it does like really lackluster damage. I think it's because you're supposed to buff it with a buff skill. We also saw a glimpse of Vegeta using Vegeta's technique, but now we're back to Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku gameplay. Oh, and also him de-transforming from Super Saiyan Blue. I don't think we've seen that before. Okay, so regular ki blast, you can see how often people use them in this footage, and it's not like they do, the fusion too. It's not like people do it for like the meme or anything. They actually do it because you do see it like genuinely take off like good health. Oh, scatter Kamehameha. Man, I miss when scatter attacks used to work like that. Like Farsha also has one. That's kind of like Krillin's Scatter Kamehameha. Again, I'm going to compare it to Xenoverse, I'm so sorry. Scatter Kamehameha and Xenoverse, at least in Xenoverse 1, it was pretty bad. Xenoverse 2 thankfully like fixed it a little bit and making it so that when it comes in contact with the enemy, it would like put them in a weird animation so that way the rest of the blast get hit. But yeah, Scatter, I'm so surprised these Scatter moves like that come back. I wonder how many other characters are going to have stuff like that, because you have Rosie from universe, the same universe as Rebrand. She has a lot of Ki Blast setup moves as well. And there's Stardust Breaker actually hitting DBS Broly. Oh my god, that's great. I know people are still going to be like, Steve, it's actually called Soul Punisher. Nope, it's always going to be Stardust Breaker to me. And there's the Meteor Explosion Cannon as well, because it's on full power Broly. Oh my goodness. That Gogeta expression, by the way, when he does that is like insanely good. I think some attacks give characters like wholly new expressions, right? Like Goku using Kaioken's, for example, and Super Spirit Bombs would like, they don't just do like default angry face when he does it. He has like a unique face molded for those attacks, and Gogeta definitely has one there. And there's the Solar Flare. Oh my god, that's so cool. The Solar Flare that actually stuns your enemy. It's real Solar Flare. I do like how there's a cinematic for it too as well. If you're maybe it triggers all the time, which would be weird. But I think it only triggers when your enemy is in range for it, because it'd be kind of weird to be forced to look at someone like just like failing their Solar Flares from across the entire map, you know. And Death Beam, oh my god, I love the way Death Beam looks, man. I'm a big fan of these, of like the bendy beams though. They're not so bendy that they would be like mad OP and impossible to avoid, but they are bendy enough to be useful to like actually hit the enemy if the enemy only makes like barely any adjustment to like dodge the attack, right? So I think that's really cool. Also, not to mention the fact that Dragon Ball Z characters, for a while, we always see them like shoot beams that seem to curve or bend downwards towards the enemy, or bend upwards toward the enemy to like launch them into like the sun or something. For example, the family Kamehameha that beats Z Broly, right? They fire it in a straight line, but it bends around the planet and puts him towards the sun. You know, stuff like that, I love that. I'm very glad that they actually have the attention to detail for the bendy beams. Also, this is the Power vs. Speed trailer. Oh, okay, it was straight to Garo gameplay. Oh, the skybox. That was even the skybox of Vegeta doing like an air break. No, I think it was an air break. Okay, because I was gonna say Jiro smacked into that skybox hard. My goodness. Jiro also has the ability to absorb energy. We know that at least, so that's pretty cool. Something I just realized about this fraud Jiro is that he actually he barely gains like any ki from doing like attacks. Like even when he did a big punch there to Vegeta just now, he got like no ki from it. Like 17 and 18 passively regain ki, right? Because they can't charge. But Jiro gains like no ki, period. Like look at this. Man's ki does not come back at all. He just gains 0 ki. I think he actually has to just absorb energy to like properly gain ki. And I think that is viable because ki blasts are, again, normal ki blasts are like way more like, there's more of a reason to just shoot them out in the middle of combat or just spam them. And Jiro can gain ki from that. But I wonder if that affects Super 17, because Super 17 is just a stronger version of 17. So he might have the mechanic where he gains ki like really quickly over time and then also can absorb ki. Because the way Jiro's ki recharge looks is so I was gonna say cringe, but like really Jiro, oh my god, I didn't even realize that Jiro actually gains like next to no ki. That's actually hilarious. Actually, I didn't even notice this, but when Jiro does actions that use up ki as well, like boosting, like doing the quick step boosts and shooting ki blasts, he loses a lot of ki on doing that. So the ki is more valuable to this character than anything. Now keep in mind, Jiro, however you pronounce it, right, he can charge once he gets to max power mode. Like when you have full ki, even if you're like 17 or 18, you can just charge into max power mode. They don't like just wait until they overcharge into max power mode. They can only charge ki when the energy is at like the very top, so that way they can actually go into max power mode or sparking mode. And I'm assuming the same applies to Jiro, but like that's gonna be hard to do with like Jiro 19. Again, I don't think Jiro 19 is gonna be anyone's main, but I just wanted to point out that like that's gonna be like stupid hard to do. And another thing, if the differences are big enough that Jiro and 17 and 18 all have different ki charging mechanics, I'm wondering, does Zamasu actually have health regen? Like, there's no way he doesn't, right? Like, he must have it as like an active ability, like a blast 1 skill, but he probably has it passively too, because he's unkillable. So I'm curious to see when we actually get to see more like Zamasu or fused Zamasu gameplay, if he's actually going to regen, because Jiro having a unique mechanic to 17 and 18 is so like it's like pinpoint, like, you know, detail. 17 and 18 obviously shouldn't, but 18 has a barrier in this, I'm pretty sure, which, again, I don't know if she ever canonically used a barrier, but I think it's just reasonable to assume that because 17 uses one, that Jiro would have given her one as well. Otherwise, he just made a weaker android for no reason. We see Golden Frieza, really? He wanted this for ages. He wanted this Beerus run back. Black Frieza could probably do it. And I don't care what anyone says. Black Frieza could do it. In fact, Black Frieza might have a chance of getting in the game if they keep adding more manga stuff. But we'll have to wait and see. And then there's SSG-free Goku using Dragon Fisto. And that's actually the end of the showcase. Once the Dragon Fist connects to, he goes straight into the victory screen. So you can actually see the pose that is supposed to happen after he does the Dragon Fist. It's so bloody cool. Either way, I think this is an awesome place to end the video, guys. Again, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe, otherwise you'll miss out on all the new Sparking Zero information. We're finding new stuff daily somehow, even over a full week after the embargo ended to reveal gameplay stuff. So, again, don't forget to subscribe. And again, link in the description to the original creator. He's the one who shared all this stuff with us. So please go check him out. And I think that's a good place to end it. Again, I love you all. Hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all next time, fellas. Take care and peace.